Hello friends, this is Darren Hayes of PigskinDispatch.com. Before we take you to your favorite Sports History Network show, just want to tell you a little bit about some merch that you can pick up that represents your favorite SHN podcast. So far, there's t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even books from some of the authors that do podcasts right here on SHN. Who could buy something better than that than have the history right from the gentleman that you hear talking about it? But we also are adding things each and every day. And where's that store, may you ask? Well, it's at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. Up at the top, there is the SHN merch button. Click on that, it'll take you right to the store, and you can be representing your favorite podcast and show the world that, hey, on the swag that I'm using, it's the headquarters of sports yesteryear, Sports History Network, and my favorite podcaster, the Sports History Network store. Shop there today. Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch. Welcome to the Pig Pen. This is the place for all things great in sports history, and we are going to talk some great sports today for this August 19th. But before we do, I just want to remind you that we have a newsletter that comes out each and every day telling you everything that's coming out of the Pig Pen and also some things from our friends. We have what's coming on Pigskin Dispatch, the Pigskin Dispatch podcast, what's coming on the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast, this podcast you're listening to right now, and the Jersey Dispatch website. So we have some great articles coming out there too, as well as Orville Mulligan, our fine audio drama that we do with our friend Oz Davis of Number 80 Productions, and our friends at the Sports History Network, what they have coming out on their site as well. It is oh so easy to do. Just go to the show notes of this very podcast and click the link that says email your newsletter, and you will get that newsletter each and every day about 6:30 Eastern every single day of the week, every day of the year. So join that, you know what's going on. Now let's get into our sports break here for August 19th, and we're going to talk about some of the greatest events and greatest athletes the world has ever known. And three jersey numbers we're going to talk about today are numbers 4, 46, and number 30. Starting off on August 19th, 1911, New York Giants Christy Mathewson loses after beating the Reds 22 straight times. Finally, Cincinnati gets on the board and says, "Enough of you, Mr. Mathewson. We're going to win this game." And they did, stopping that streak. August 19th, 1917, Sunday benefit baseball game at New York's Polo Grounds resulted in John McGraw and Christy Mathewson, we just talked about, being arrested for violating the blue laws. Yes, many cities around the country had the blue laws back then where you could not work on Sundays, and they considered playing the game of baseball and getting paid for it to be work. Just ask the NFL. August 19th, 1921, Detroit Tigers Ty Cobb is the fourth to reach the 3,000 hit mark against the Boston Red Sox. This is where he did it. He's the youngest player ever in Major League Baseball history to reach 3,000 hits. August 19th, 1945, the Philadelphia Phillies number 4, Jimmy Foxx, at the age of 37, pitched the first 7 innings versus the Cincinnati Reds and won. Now, that doesn't sound like such a great feat, does it? But you have to remember the majority of his career, he played first base, third base, and catcher. He was on the other end of the battery, wasn't on the pitcher's mound, and pitched the first 7 innings against Cincinnati, getting that victory. Such a very talented player, Jimmy Foxx. That's why he is a legend. That's why he is a Hall of Famer. August 19th, 1951, he may have had the smallest Major League Baseball strike zone ever. In a publicity stunt of sorts, the St. Louis Browns, Bill Veeck, who's the general manager then, sent Eddie Goodell, a 3'7" little person, to pinch hit at bat during the game. The season was all but lost for the Browns, and Veeck had a reputation for stirring up interest in the team, even in the worst of years. As for Goodell's bat, well, he walked on just 4 pitches and became the smallest MLB player on record and had the most unique jersey number of, get this, number 1/8. August 19th, 1965, Cincinnati Reds pitcher Jim Maloney, who wore number 46 that season, threw his second no-hitter of the season, a 1-0 victory over the Chicago Cubs that day. And on August 19th, 1990, the Los Angeles Dodgers infielder Jose Offerman, number 30, stepped up to the plate for the first time in his MLB career, and what did he do? hit a home run against the Montreal Expos. That's quite a way to start off, and Mr. Jose Offerman had quite a career himself. Well, that's what we have for August 19th in this sports break for some of the greatest events in sports history. Hope you join us each and every day for some more sports history. If you can't wait that long, go over to sportshistorynetwork.com. There are 27 different podcasters bringing you all kinds of different sports history from different eras, different sports, different genres, male, female, you got it. Everything is being covered. sportshistorynetwork.com. Thousands of hours of family-friendly entertainment. Also, you can go to pigskindispatch.com and jerseydispatch.com, this very website that sponsors this show. Till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel. Get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so
retro
it was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
placards.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.